I'm going to talk on Oracle Field Service, a comprehensive overview. So there are two entities in Oracle Field Service. There are two main entities in Oracle Field Service. First is activity and second is resource technician. So activity will be created and a technician will work on this. So the whole functionality in Oracle Field Service will be around these two entities, activity and technician. We can create activity in Oracle Field Service, but I have seen most of the implementation activity comes from some other application like sales, B2B. So the customer will call the call center agent. Call center agent will create service request. Service request will have a number of activities. These activity will flow to the Oracle Field Service. And if there is any change or any update in Oracle Field Service, then it will sync back to external application like any CRM application or any other application. So I have seen this kind of implementation everywhere. Most of the time, activity will flow from CRM applications to the Oracle Field Service. Once the activity is created in Oracle Field Service, there will be a routing engine. Routing is a basic functionality of Oracle Field Service. In routing, we can define number of criteria. Based on criteria, it will assign a technician to the activity. So this activity will be created. Routing is nothing but an assignment manager. It automatically assigns the best technician to the activity based on some criteria. So if you want to learn Oracle Field Service, you have to understand activity, routing, how the routing assigned to the technician, and technician will work on the activity. If technician change the status of activity to complete or anything, or technician is doing some update on activity, then we have to sync back to the CRM application so that it will be synced to the backend CRM application. So activity will have multiple stages like travel start. Suppose a technician is at home and he has started his travel for the activity. So he will make the status as a travel start. Once he reaches to the site, he will make it travel end. Then he will start the activity. He will work on the activity, complete the activity, and activity will sync to the B2B. So activity duration is there. So next is activity duration. Resource will work on the activity. It will take some duration. Suppose it has taken 60 minutes. So activity duration in Oracle Field Service, estimated activity duration will be calculated based on the historical data using the statistic. Automatically, Oracle Field Service calculate this based on some parameters. So activity duration is an important feature in Oracle Field Service. Next is travel duration. Again, Oracle Field Service automatically calculate travel duration for activity based on its site. So it will provide you tentative or estimated travel duration for each activity. So activity duration is calculated automatically in Oracle Field Service based on historical data, based on settings. And Oracle Field Service also calculate travel duration based on real-time map. So these two, activity duration and travel duration, is automatically calculated in Oracle Field Service. So Oracle Field Service is a very small product because it has only activity, resource, routing. The whole life cycle is between activity and resources. So we can define activity type in Oracle Field Service. Type 1, type 2. So we can define activity type in Oracle Field Service according to our business requirement. These type will have their own settings. Suppose this is a multi-day activity. This is internal activity. So we can define a number of activity type. Same way we can define the resource type like technician, admin, dispatcher. We can define. There is a one more thing is user in Oracle Field Service. User and resource. So this admin is a user, dispatcher is a user, but technician is both. He is user plus resource because technician works on the activity. So he is both user and resource. Resource can also we have like bucket. Bucket is a resource. So there is a concept of bucket. So I will explain you the concept of bucket. So first resource. So we can create a bucket as a resource and a person technician is also a resource. Technician works on the activity. So technician is a user and resource. So when we assign a activity to a technician, suppose I have assigned 6 activity to a technician, but technician is able to complete only 4 activity in a day. So remaining 2 activity will be back to the bucket because these activity are not completed, so it will back to the bucket. Routing assignment manager works on the bucket level. So next day routing will consider all the activity that is in the bucket and again it will assign to the technicians. So we do the setting like if activity is not done, then it will back to the bucket after closing hour. Suppose I have set closing hour 12 p.m. midnight. So all the activity that is not completed by the technician will back to the bucket. Next day routing will take it from the bucket and assign to the technician. So this is how the assignment routing works. So activity will assign to technician. If technician is not able to do, it will back to the bucket. We can define a number of bucket in the Oracle Field Service for a reason. So as I told you, resource is different and user is different. User can be admin, user dispatch, user CO, privilege, privilege admin. They don't work on activity level, but they have the Oracle Field Service access. Dispatcher assign the activity to the technician or monitor the overall process, overall business. Suppose I am a technician, so I will have the login also. So I'm also a user in Oracle Field Service. Now we define the user type. We can have multiple user type based on our visibility, business requirement. Suppose one user has access to one screen, another user don't have access to that screen, then we can define a number of user type. So we control the visibility in Oracle Field Service using user type. So we do the screen configuration visibility based on the user type. Suppose I have created a user type technician and I have given him a set of screens that is required for a technician, then technician would be able to see that screen only. He would not be able to see anything else. Now we have the task and we have technician. So task will have work skill. When task is created, it will have few properties based on the free properties. Work skill and work zone is decided. Suppose he is in some other work zone, uh, postal code, based on the postal code. So work skill and work zone will be decided for a task based on its properties. Same way, every technician will have work skill and work zone. So routing engine compare the work skill, work zone, and other parameters before assigning any task to a technician. So these work skill, work zone is very important in Oracle Field Service. Oracle Field Service will have standard page like activity detail page. So this is standard page. We can add only fields here. We can add only our custom fields here. Same way, we can also create our custom page, custom form, and add in Oracle Field Service. Suppose I have created a custom property in Oracle Field Service like X reason. So this is my custom property, and I want to put this property on a form. So I can put here also, or I can create a custom form. Custom form will have the submit button. Custom form will have the submit button. Once we'll submit it, it will be closed and data will be saved on XA reason field of property of activity. But we cannot do anything more on this custom form. We cannot write any JavaScript or we cannot call any API. If we have to call API or JavaScript, then we have to go with the plugin. So we can develop UI by using plugins. So in plugin, we can add field, we can add buttons, everything we can do. We can create a proper UI in plugin. And we can add many events. We can call API, we can call API if we are developing online plugin, we can call plugin API framework methods like update, close. So if we want to create a very high rich UI, then we can go for the plugin. If we have requirement for very simple form, then we can go for the custom form. And if we want to add a property on their standard page, we can add. That is also possible. So these are the three way to develop the UI, to change the UI in Oracle Field Service. I think this is enough. Now you would have a better understanding of Oracle Field Service. It is a very small module with activity and resource as a main entity. Thank you.